am Dr. Q Parnell, and right now we're going to dive deep into how to make a monumental impact in business, in leadership, and in life. Let's get this party started. So this is just a brief table of contents of what we're going to discuss in this 20 minutes or so conversation that we're going to have on today. First, we're going to talk about who am I? Who is this Dr. Q? Then we're going to discuss visions, dreams, desires, the number one reason for failure. This idea that I call monumental mode, MODE, and how to take action today. So, who am I? Thank you so much. I'm glad you asked. I am Dr. Q Parnell. I am the CEO and founder of Monumental Mentality. We are an organization that aids organizations, big and small, to cultivate a culture of excellence, focusing on executive leadership development so that it can drive peak performance and productivity among your team. I am also a transformational speaker, executive leadership coach, host of the Monumental Mindset podcast, and a clinical pharmacist by trade. Yes, I'm a director of pharmacy for an insurance organization that I still do from 9 to 5. But my passion is this. My passion is pouring into others and really helping other people cultivate the mindset for success so that they can truly make a monumental impact in leadership, in business, and in life. What is monumental? I know you've probably seen this and was like, I wonder what she's going to talk about. Well, monumental simply means highly significant and of great importance. When you hear the word monumental, certain things may automatically come to your mind, like the Washington Monument, the pyramids of Giza, maybe even the mountain with the old man faces on it, Mount Rushmore. But I truly want you to understand highly significant and of great importance. I am monumental, and I believe that each and every one of you are monumental also. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to discuss visions, dreams, and desires. So the first question that I have for you is this: what is the vision that you have for your life? What is it that you see? Are you truly living the life of your dream? What do you desire? What do you want more of? Now, and I ask you these questions because a vision, a dream, and a desire is important. But how do you really make that your reality? To do so, all you have to do is turn it into a goal. Now, goals are important. And they say have a vision and make it plain, write it down. There's power in writing. So I'm here to encourage you right now. If you have a vision for your life, my vision is to start my business. My vision is to write a book. My vision is, or my desire is to be one of the top sales persons in my organization. My desire is to expand in my business, to pass my performance goals. Whatever your dreams, your visions, and your desires are, in order for you to truly make it into your reality, you have to turn it into a goal. Now, to turn into a goal, I like to use SMART goals. We all heard of SMART goals before. It has to be specific. What is it that you're truly doing? It has to be measurable. It has to be obtainable, realistic, and timely. You have to put a time frame on it. What's your goal? You can't have a goal and you don't have a date for it, because now you're shooting in the dark. You have to have clarity when it comes to your goal, because your mind, I say your mind is your mental GPS. If you don't know where you're going, how can you aim or lead yourself or anyone to a specific destination or goal? You have to be clear, have a goal, write it down, make it plain, and then we have to put actionable steps in place to make sure that your goal is truly achievable. Now, I know it's not just me, because this happened to me, so it had to happen to some of you as well. Sometimes when you set a goal for yourself, it can feel a bit intimidating. It can say, like, let's just use weight loss, for example, because it's easy. Let's say, oh, my goal is to lose 30 pounds. I want to be fit and fine by the summertime, right? Okay, well, saying I want to lose 30 pounds, that's like a big drastic goal. That's like, oh my God, that's 30 pounds. Yes, but what if you break it down? So if I say I want to lose 30 pounds in 6 months, so now I'm gonna break that down. What does that mean it look like for each month? Now I just need to lose 5 pounds a month for 6 months. And I feel like my goal is more achievable because I've made it to a smaller piece. But you can also take that month and make it down into an even smaller bite-sized piece. How many weeks are in a month? 4. So that means I need to lose 1 to 2 pounds a week for me to lose 5 pounds a month, right? And now, what do I need to do every day to make that happen? I need to make sure I get in my adequate water intake. I need to make sure that I follow my meal plan. Whatever it is, you take your goal and you break it down. My goal is to publish a book in 6 months. My book is going to be 12 chapters long. That means each month I need to focus on writing 1 to 2 chapters a month, honing in on those chapters, editing them along the way, expanding on them. Whatever it is for those 2 months, I focus on these 2 chapters. Or for that 1 month, I focus on these 2 chapters. And now over 6 months, you have a 12-chapter book that's ready to be published because you have a deadline. And now you didn't work it down into bite-sized pieces. Now, if I know I need to do 2 chapters a month. Okay, that means it's 2 weeks I need to focus on 1 chapter. 2 weeks I need to focus on the other chapter. Now you break it down. So what do I need to do for each week? I can focus on the first 15 pages, the next 15 pages. Whatever it is that you need to do, when you adequately set a goal, you want to make sure that you can break it down into bite-sized pieces. So now you can start getting your wins and you'll feel more achievable and like your goal is right there in your reach, as opposed to something that's astronomical, way too big. It's hard to focus on it. So whatever your vision is, whether it's to start that business, whether it's to excel and exceed within your organization, build your business, expand, write your book, lose the weight, whatever that goal is, whatever that desire is, whatever that vision is, turn it into an actionable goal so that you can truly be successful. Now, I want to talk about this. What is the number one reason for failure? And I know right now this is not something that you all are going to be able to give me ideas about, but I'm going to tell you some of the ones that I hear. The number one reason for failure that I hear what someone would say would be commitment. That is a reason for failure, but it's not the number one reason. Not starting. That is a reason for failure, but it's not the number one reason. Another thing that I had was a lack of determination. That is a reason for failure, but that's not the number one reason. I want to give you the number one reason for failure. Are you ready? I hope you're ready. Excuses. Excuses is the top number one reason for failure. Excuses is the reason why you haven't lost the weight, you haven't wrote the book, you haven't started the business, you haven't met with your coach, you haven't gotten a coach so that you could build a business, you don't have the skills needed because you have an excuse. Everything is based off an excuse. What are those excuses? There's not enough time in a day. Well, let me tell you something. If anybody never told you before, you could say, Dr. Q told me this. It's a secret. There will always and forever be 24 hours in a day. As much as we would love to put more hours, more minutes, more seconds, there will always and forever be 24 hours in a day. It's up to you to maximize your 24 hours. That's an excuse. It's not enough time in a day. I don't got time. You do have time. You have the same amount of time as everybody else that started a business or that wrote the book or that had their coaching session or that met with their advisor so that they can go back to school or whatever it is. You got the same 24 hours in a day. What are you doing to maximize your 24 hours? The next, I love this excuse. It's a work in progress. How long you been working on it? Are you truly working on it? You can't say it's a work in progress and you're not putting in the work. See, and that be the issue sometimes. Sometimes we like to come up with these wonderful excuses as to why we haven't done what it is that we know we want to do or supposed to do, or we're not living in our purpose, or we're not fulfilling our dreams, we're not fulfilling our visions or our desires because it's a work in progress. But you really ain't doing the work. You have to do the work. It's always somebody else's fault. Well, if Susie, Sally, John, whoever else didn't do this, then I'll be able to do that. Listen, let me tell you a secret. This is another secret. I'm giving y'all all the nuggets today. This is the secret here. The only person that's responsible for your success is you. And the only person that's going to be responsible for your failure is you. You have to take responsibility and control of your own actions and of your future and of your goals. It's your responsibility. It's nobody else's. You have to hold yourself accountable. Sometimes we feel like, oh, everybody want an accountability partner or an accountability coach. That's fine. But if you're not doing the work, you can't blame it on the coach. That's just like going, for example, we're going to use the workout example, going to the gym. The workouts ain't work. It's his fault. No, it ain't his fault. You ain't do the work. He wrote it down for you. You didn't do the work. Oh, it's somebody else's fault the book is not done. No, it's your fault the book is not done. Find the time. It's nobody else's fault but yours. You're responsible for your success. You're responsible for your leadership. That's important as well. I don't have the money. Now, sometimes we hear this too. Oh, that's too expensive. I don't have money for that. But you have money for what you want to spend your money on. So that's when you decide what's a priority for you. Is it a priority for you to go get the newest bag that came out? Or is it a priority for you to get the leadership development training that you need so that you can be successful within your business? Is it more important for you to go to the Beyonce concert, or to go to the movie theater, or to go to the Super Bowl, or to go to the whatever hot thing is happening in the world today, or get those new Jordans that came out, or Louboutin came out with some new heels, girl. I want to go get this, or I want to go get that bag. I want to go get that Renaissance perfume. Whatever it is, you find money for what you want to find money on, or what you want to spend money on. But you can't say you don't have the money when your future and your development is truly counting on it. And the last thing is this: it's too risky. You haven't wrote the book because it's too risky. You don't know if anybody's going to buy it. You haven't started the business because, oh, it's too risky. I don't know if I'm going to have any clients. I don't know if I'm going to have any customers. Oh, I haven't started the business speaking because I don't know who's going to listen to me. It's too risky. Well, guess what? Anything worth having is worth taking the risk. You have to jump. You have to do what you have to do to be where you want to be. No one got to where they are by playing it safe. Take the risk. Invest in yourself. Invest in your future. Invest in your development. Invest in your leadership. Take out the time that's needed to do what it is that you got to do to truly be where it is that you want to be. Now, how do you get over these excuses? How do you get yourself to a point where you can truly do what it is that you said you want to do, where you can truly live the life of your dreams, the vision that you see for yourself and the desires? How do you relentlessly go after those goals so that you can be successful? Well, I'm so happy you asked. You get into what I call monumental mode. Monumental mode is an acronym, MODE. We already know what monumental is: highly significant and of great importance. Now, if you're going to attack your mindset, you want to have a monumental mindset and get into monumental mode. The M is for motivation. We're going to break this down real quick for you. The M is for motivation. Motivation is your why. It's your driving force. Why do you want to write the book? Why did you start? Why do you want to start the business? Why do you want the promotion? Why do you want to go back to school? It is your driving force. You have to know your why so that you can keep going. The O is for optimism. Now, optimism is important because that's the belief that everything is going to happen in your favor in the long run. Now, contrary to popular belief, it doesn't mean that everything will be cupcakes and rainbows. But what it does mean is that even though you may face any trials or obstacles, you know that in the end, everything is going to work out in your favor. You have to be optimistic. Now, and I say that because of this. You can't have a negative Nancy and a terrible time mindset and you think that everything is going to work out in your favor, because it won't. If you wake up in the morning, you say today is going to be a horrible day, or I can't wait, I don't want to go in here and see these people, I'm tired, I don't need to. Listen, you already setting the tone for your day. We don't do that. We have a monumental mindset. We get into monumental mode. We're optimistic about our goals. We truly believe that we can be a bestseller. We truly believe that our business can touch the masses. We truly believe that I can excel in meeting my Q4 goals for the business for this month. I truly believe that I can enhance and elevate my leadership skills so that I can lead my team effectively. You have to truly believe and be optimistic on what it is that you're working towards. Now, the D is for determination and discipline. And I had to put these two together because they dope together. Determination is the relentless pursuit to go after whatever it is that you're working on. So that means though you may have any trials, any tribulations, any challenges, you're still going to keep going. You're going to continuously go after it. You're going to keep showing up. You're going to use every opportunity that you have come across as a stepping stone for success. Determination is also understanding this. Asking for help is a strength. Sometimes, even though you may fail, when you keep going, that's determination. Asking for help, because sometimes, and I know this was me too, I always felt like I got this. It's me against the world. I don't need nobody. I don't need no help. I don't need no. Asking for help is a weakness. I can figure it out on my own. Well, I'm here to tell you that with a mindset like that, you'll never be successful. In order for you to be successful, you have to understand that asking for help is a strength. Why would you put yourself through going through 4 and 5 different loopholes when somebody's already done it for you and all you have to do is ask the question? Do you want to get there by yourself or do you want to get there faster? Sometimes it takes longer if you're trying to get there by yourself when you can just ask the questions that's needed so that you can get what it is that you need to be successful in the long run. And discipline is showing up even when you don't feel like it. Now, discipline is important because I'm tired. The kids stayed up all night. You done been to the gym. You don't feel like working on your book. You don't feel like working on your course. You don't feel like working on your business plan. I don't feel like going into the office today. But showing up, even when you don't feel like it, is how you truly continue to be consistent, having the discipline to achieve your goals. That's when the difference comes into play. You have to have the discipline. And it's also understanding this. Though you may not feel like it, other people are watching you. Your team is depending on you. Your results are depending on you. Your family is depending on you. Whatever your why is, whatever that motivation is, that's depending on you. You have to show up, even when you don't feel like it, because that's when you know you're truly dedicated to achieving whatever goal you have set for yourself. And the E is for elevation. Elevation is when you rise to higher levels, rise to new heights. And I know if you haven't been on a plane before, we're going to go on a quick little plane ride today. When you get to the airport, you got to go to the baggage, check in your baggage at the front. You check it in, they put it on a big scale, big silver scale too, and you can't miss it. And when you put it on the scale, there's a weight limit. There's a weight limit of 50 pounds. And if you go over 50 pounds, what happens? They're going to ask you for that cute little card so they can swipe it for you. They're going to charge you for excess. Well, we have to understand this. Sometimes we have to unpack some things. We can't take everything and everyone with us when we're going on this journey to success. When you're going after pursuing your goals, when you're going after pursuing your vision and your dreams and your desires, you can't always take everything with you. So you have to leave that negative Nancy mindset behind. You have to leave those terrible time attributes behind. You have to leave the procrastination. You have to leave the indiscipline, the slackness, the excuses. You have to leave that stuff behind so that you can truly elevate. After you check your bag in, you go ahead and sit on the airplane. There becomes a moment of stillness before the plane takes off. And all you can hear is the engine just roaring. Y'all hear it? That's the engine. It's getting ready. It's getting ready to take off. And when it gets ready to take off, you feel it. It takes off. You start to elevate. But the plane doesn't stop when it gets off the ground. It keeps going. And I want you to keep going. You have to stay motivated, be optimistic, have determination and discipline so that you can elevate, rise to higher heights, truly go after the goals. And guess what? After you reached your goal, you set another one so that you can rise again and keep growing and elevating each and every step, each and every way. Our goal in life is to be better than what we were the day before. How do you do that? Continuously elevating. So getting into having a monumental mindset and getting into monumental mode will truly help you excel in business and leadership and in life with going after relentlessly the goals that you have set for yourself, for your business, and for your team. So now that I've went over what this looks like, what is monumental mode, who is this lady, who is Dr. Q, and what is it that she talks about? Again, I am an executive leadership coach. I work with organizations, small and large, to truly excel in business and leadership in life. I work with clients in group coaching as well as in one-on-one. I have a free gift here available for you. This is the Monumental Mode free downloadable workbook. It's a 7-day workbook. All you have to do is scan the QR code that's on the screen, and you'll be able to put in your information, get the download, use the workbook to jumpstart and taking that action right now. You can take action today for free. All you have to do is download the workbook, fill it out, do what it is that you got to do to truly be where you want to be, truly excel, truly exceed, truly meet your goals and desires that you have set for yourself. So who am I? Again, I am Dr. Q Parnell. I can come in if you're looking for someone to do a keynote presentation on leadership, on business, on excelling, having a mindset to do so. I'm your girl. Please feel free to reach out. I also host and MC events. I facilitate developmental workshops within organizations, small and large. I work with college and high school students as well, helping them cultivate the mindset for leadership success before they even enter the work environment. And if you enjoy what you're hearing, please go out and listen to Monumental Mindset by Dr. Q podcast. It's available on all podcast platforms, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and so much more. Go out and listen to it. Get the information that's free and that's available for you so that you can truly be monumental. I want you to be monumental. I want you to excel in business and leadership and in life. Thank you so much for joining how to make a monumental impact in leadership in business and in life with Dr. Q. If you have any questions, my contact information is listed here. You can visit me on my website, www.drqthecoach.com. You can email me, text, and follow at Dr. Q the Coach on all social media platforms.